Shanti, when um, when you're caught up in a thought pattern
Yes.
that might be negative or whatever, what kind of triggering method can I use to become the observer? Because sometimes I get lost.
Yes. Simplest technique of all is breath. Breath is connected to the mind. All the religions, all the spiritual masters recommend breathing. Breathing is not yogic breathing, those are helpful tools. Like you do cleansing breathing, it ventilates the lungs, clears the head. If you do alternate nostril breathing, it keeps you even key. But they're talking about breathing is just awareness of the breath.
So take the awareness to the
So
breath.
be aware of the breath.
Okay.
Slow down the breath. When breath slows down, mind slows down. Mind slows down, then you become observer.
Okay.
What gives the hindrance is the mind. So mind has to be quiet.
Okay.
So people talk about meditation and they try many techniques of meditation. First they have to learn to relax. Relax the mind. And generally people try too hard. Try certain technique of meditation.
Right.
Force themselves. Forcing the mind itself disturbs the mind.
Right.
So really being natural. So that's the thing. So everything is programmed. Like say in a advanced society, everything is competition, accomplishment.
Right.
Accomplished by controlling the body, accomplished by controlling controlling the diet, controlling this, controlling that, controlling money. Everything is controlling. Being passive. And that lesson you can learn when you go to primitive country, where they learn to flow, instead of controlling. Because after a while you surrender, you have no control. You have to travel, you have to rely on a bus. And bus is not reliable. You go to office doesn't open on time. Like you get so much used to it. So you become more adjusted to surrender. So this is not a good way, but just gives good understanding how we are programmed in controlling. So if we learn to let go, don't try too hard, don't be too much goal oriented, learn to flow with life. Another thing, we are using our mind, we are overusing our mind, and we are keeping our heart closed. Because all the situation we require thinking, analyzing, survival instinct. So that keeps you on the edge. So letting go and relaxing. So many people are so much caught thinking, I have to do this, I have to do that. And another idea is control the five senses. Most of the stimulation for the mind comes from the sight and the sound. If you restrain from sight and sound, or I say practice aloneness, it is not loneliness, it's practicing aloneness. Isolation from all the distractions. That would be greatest technique for being an observer. Also awareness, like being aware, like who am I, like questioning, who am I? That question also brings awareness. Raman Maharshi did that technique, who am I, when he was young. From that he got all the spiritual wisdom that is called Gnani Yoga. Okay. So any thought anyone has along the line? Like how to quiet the mind or how to be an observer, what helps? But I think breathing is the best technique.